Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the cards for today for the 26th of January 2017. Now, please don't shoot the messenger, as I always say. Yesterday we had lovely cards. I don't know how many of you had a lovely day. I had a really lovely day yesterday, and I literally laughed to the point where there was tears pouring down my face. But it was a great day yesterday and a great energy. When I'm looking at today now, when I went to bed last night, I started to get stuff as well from Spirit, and I basically said, "Look, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to sleep. I don't want to hear it." They want to get their message across, so like I say, this is coming out in the cards. So everything Spirit was saying to me last night has came out in the cards this morning, and the two tarot cards that we have initially, two fell out because I pulled one and then another one jumped out, were the Moon and the Two of Coins. Now, as I've just come to get ready to do this video as well, I have another deck next to me, and I've just knocked them off by accident, and the two cards that actually landed upright were the Moon and the High Priestess. So, like I say, this message, it's important. I feel it's important, and they're trying to get it across to you. When I initially pulled these cards, soon as this card, now I usually like the Moon. We do have a new moon tomorrow, but I'll talk about that more tomorrow. But the Moon's energy is here, and I usually like the Moon. It's not. I don't feel it's a bad card. As soon as I pulled this card this morning, I felt sick to the pit of my stomach, and like I say, it's coming in with this as well. The first thing that I got when I actually pulled this card was the song "Road to Hell," which hell is, hell, I'm not meaning, you go to the devil or anything like that. But what I mean with this is I really feel there is a massive, strong chance that you could be taking the wrong route at the moment. You could be going down a bit of a dangerous road here. Now, I don't like to think of anything as being a mistake. You either win or you learn, and we learn from mistakes. And I'm a great advocate of we need to make mistakes in order to progress and to learn. But with this one, I just want to say, be careful. It's like a huge warning sign is coming in. Caution, 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 because I really feel there is a route that you are about to go down that I don't feel it is going to be easy. And I feel you will end up back at the place where you are now. It could take a month, it could take 6 months, it could take 6 years. But I feel that if you go down this route, you're opening yourself up to a bit of a shitstorm, and I don't see that sort of changing very, very, very soon. So, like I say, there's a warning coming in with this card, and please don't shoot the messenger because I'm doing this for guidance. Now, when this card comes in as well, I really feel that this choice that is being made is based pretty much on fear. When we are in fear, fear keeps us stuck and stops us from moving forward. But when we are in fear, we can often act irrationally. We can suddenly make this decision because we're scared, and we could pay the price for that for a long, long time. So what I'm saying here is just be careful, okay? If there is fear around, try and breathe into it rather than making hasty decisions, because, when you act on fear, or when you make a decision based on fear, it is not always the best decision for you, so please, there's a huge warning coming through with this. Now, fear, when we have fear thoughts, what they are is they're like a resistance to love. Whenever we are working from a loving place, things flow. We feel good, we allow things to happen because we know that they're going to happen for our highest good. When we are consumed with fear, this is putting a resistance up to that. So like them two cards that I said fell out, the High Priestess and the Moon, this is saying, listen to your gut here, your gut is going to be your best friend. Your gut will not allow you, or well, it will allow you. You have the choice, but your gut is trying to warn you of something here. You know, fear is just an illusion. You know, this is based on past experiences, and we project them into the present or into the future. You know, so like I say, there's a panic coming in with this card, and it's like, right, I've got to do something. I've got to do something. You know, you haven't. The best course of action for you at the moment is to wait until the light comes. Wait until the daylight. You know, when people say, if you have a problem, sleep on it, you know, sleep on it and it won't be as bad in the morning. This is what I want you to do at the moment, because at the moment, I really feel like you are sort of, you are in the dark. You are feeling like you're between a rock and a hard place as well. You know, you are having all of these attack thoughts, which are fear thoughts, you know, and your mind is going absolutely, it's going all over the place, you know. Like I say, there's a lot of confusion with this as well, and a lot of anxiety is coming in. Anxiety, stress, you know, and the thing is, when we are coming from a fear base, when we are working on fear, we get disconnected from our inner guide. We get disconnected from the divine. We get disconnected from the high priestess and from our intuition, you know. So this can cause us, when we are not working from a soul base, this can cause us to actually make mistakes. And what I feel is, if you go down this route and make this mistake, that you will pay the price for it. That is what I'm saying. So please divert. This is it. It's like, right, okay, there's a roadblock there. Now go the other way. That's it. Go the other way, because, you know, don't say I didn't warn you. Don't say I didn't warn you with this. So anything that you are thinking about doing today, you know, please just hold off. Hold off with it, because I feel that within the, you know, there might be people telling you, you've got to do it, you've got to do it, you've got to do it. And people sort of sniping at you and stuff like that, and you feeling under pressure, because this is what I'm getting. I feel you are going to make a decision because you are feeling under pressure, you are feeling scared, and you are feeling like something needs to shift. Something needs to shift. I feel there's an uncomfortableness where you are, and you feel that if I make this decision, that will make everything all right. It won't. It will make everything all wrong. Okay, that's what this card is saying here. And it will stop the flow. I feel you will be heading more into the darkness. Now, like I say, fear is a funny thing. My friend, who actually has the charity that I'm going to be working with in Iraq, she's over there at the moment, and every day she's been sending me emails and keeping me updated on what's going on, and it's all looking fabulous. But some of the photographs she has sent me, when I seen them and I seen where it is I'm going to be going, I got struck with fear. And straight away, I hadn't felt any fear, because I knew it was guided. I'd asked for a sign. It was given to me. I knew that I was going to be safe and everything. The second I seen them pictures, I was like, right, okay, is that where I'm going? Do I really want to go? What am I doing? This is just stupid, you know. And straight away I went into these sort of attack thoughts, this egoic. What if something happens to me? You know, what if something happens to me here? My mother was killed in my town, you know. So the thing is, you know, the fear could have consumed me, and I could have put off what I feel will be a fantastic opportunity for me, and an opportunity that was given to me by spirit. But by allowing fear in, I just had to stop the fear straight away and say, you know what, this is the reason I'm doing this. I'm doing this for a good cause. I'm doing it to help the children. And I'm doing it because, you know, my job is to help. And this is where spirit are guiding me. So I turned the attack thoughts off. I turned the fear thoughts off. And it's like, right, okay, I'm going to Iraq and I'm all happy. But this is why I'm saying that, is because this is what's happening with this card. You know, you are in fear. And fear is starting to consume you in some way, and this is why you feel pushed to act, and act now. You know, what I want to say is, you know, act in haste, repent at leisure. That is coming in with this card. I mean, even that moon, when we look at it, I usually love the moon, but that moon looks spiky. He doesn't look happy. It's not like, oh yeah, I'm the moon, you know, I'm the moon, I'm guiding your way. The moon is actually sort of like, whoa, be careful. be scared of me because for this reason, you know, if you are feeling scared, then that could be because the route that you are about to go down, you are heading to a scary place. So like I say, with that, please be very careful on acting on something out of fear here. We then have the Two of Coins next to it. Now, this talks about a decision. And this is what I feel. There's a lot of confusion around this decision as well. There's a feeling of being torn. There's a feeling of not being solid. And I'm feeling like I'm right. I'm on 2 feet. Which way do I go? Which way do I go? You know, and I feel this is what is bringing the fear in as well. And it's like trying to weigh up the pros and cons of both of them. And maybe even being in a situation where you are having to juggling 2 things. So sort of like, you know, a foot in one thing and a foot in the other. And it's like, right, okay, I can't stay here, but it's sort of, I need to move, but where is it that I move, you know? So like I say, this is all right, I need to do this. No, I need to do that. And it's a lot of indecision is coming in with this card as well. And it's like, there's one foot I feel is stuck firmly in the past. And this is, I feel, the problem. Because in order to move out into the future, you need to leave that behind. And it's scary. It is scary, leaving behind our comfort, our security, whatever. You know, it is a scary time. But it's more scary to stay where you are unhappy and you are miserable. So this is what I feel is, yeah, I'm honestly, my stomach is going absolutely berserk here, you know. So it's like you are itching to move forward in some way, but then keep getting pulled back. And it's, you know, right, okay, this is what I'm going to do. You know, there's a lot of fear and anxiety. This is crazy what I'm feeling here. Where you initially are at the moment, I feel you aren't fulfilled. You know, there's an unfulfillment coming in. You know, it's unfun. There's no fun there, you know. And this is why this second opinion keeps actually coming in. This is why you're juggling. You know, if this was totally happy there, you wouldn't be thinking about that card. So, you know, it's like, if we have a look at that card as well, by making this movement and not making this movement through fear, you know, by making the movement where your gut and you are being guided, I feel this is when your ship will come in, you know. But there's rocky waters at the moment, and this is what is driving you absolutely nuts. Nothing is calm, nothing is solid, and you know, it's you know, you've got to do something. So it's like I say, be careful of what choice you're making. Really be careful, you know. So it's so emotional as well. I feel there's a lot of emotions in here. I'm churned up. That's what I'm feeling here, you know. And this is saying, you know, that you may be scared to take a risk to venture into the unknown, because the unknown is a scary place. We don't know it, you know. There is no guide map with it as well. So it's like, right, okay, I'm going to make the decision. I'm going to stay where I am, you know. Like I say, this is the road to hell. This is what they're telling me here, you know. So you are, because of fear, it's like, right, okay, I'm going to stay where I'm miserable, blah, 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 you know, and this is it. This is the choice I'm going to make. Now, what I want to say after this card is, remember that the Three of Coins comes after the Two of Coins, you know. So I like this because the Three of Coins is about putting solid foundations down for the future as well. But what this card is saying is that you need to make up your mind, you know. But please don't make up your mind based on fear, because if you do, I've said you'll pay the price. Make your decision based on love. Come from a loving place. Sit and ask your soul, okay, give me some guidance. Where is it I need to go? And your soul will tell you, you know, your soul. Think about what feels right. You know, think about taking this path, this, like I say, this fear-based path, and try to project into the future 2 years' time, and notice how your body feels. Does it tense up? Does it, you know, does your solar plexus go all tight? Think about taking the other option, you know, where you're going from the place of love, and, you know, take away any problems around that and see how do you feel with that, you know. Because if you are doing something that you enjoy, if you are doing something where you are guided, if you are doing something that is coming from a love base, you will not feel any anxiety around that, you know. So this is about turning turning your fear head off and not acting rash, because I really feel that is the message today. Just please, wait until it's night, sleep on it. That's what I want to say with that. So then we go on to the Osho card, and I love the Osho, and this is one of my favorite cards in the deck. I love it. I absolutely love this card, and it's called New Vision. I was once told that in order to make your dreams come true, the first thing you have to do is like wake up and show up as well, and this involves opening your eyes. And this is what I'm saying with this card, it's like I say, wait until light, wait until your eyes are open, don't do anything in the dark, wait until your eyes are fully open. And if we have a look at this image, I don't know if you can see it there. There's this man, and he's crawling around, and he's on his hands and knees, and he's looking at the floor, and he's worn out, he's dejected, and he's crawling through life here as well. He's weary. But then what we have is, by looking at things in a different way, he turns into this person here who is absolutely fabulous. Now, this is going from being on your knees to actually rising up, and he is like, if we have a look there within yoga, that is warrior pose as well. So once he decides to turn his focus to the light rather than the dark of the moon, this is when he will emerge stronger. He's more colorful, and like I say, he is in warrior mode. When we are a warrior, we are fearless. This is it. So warrior mode is letting go of any fear. We are strong enough to get through anything, and this person in here, because he has been on his knees, because he's been at rock bottom, he is now prepared to fight and defend himself and defend his cause and defend his truth as well. So what he's doing is he's turning his head here. He's turning his head upwards to the universe. So he's asking for guidance, and he's taking this guidance rather than the guidance that is sort of, around him. And he sees the magic around him. Look at him. There's all of these stars. It's like he has angel wings. So this is about him being guided here as well, and the wings as well also indicate freedom. So this is it. It's connecting with spirit. That's when you will get your freedom. When you are fearless, this is when you can move forward to where you should be, So by allowing your inner being to merge, to emerge here from this horrible sort of like on your knees state, this is a card of rebirth, coming back bigger, stronger, better, and fearless as well, So it's an absolutely wonderful card. It has all the colours of the chakras in as well, and it's like new life coursing through the veins, and it's I just really do love this card. And like I say, stars always indicate dreams and stuff like that, so it's like dream big, you will get it. I mean, at the moment there's no stars in the sky because it's filled with fear. So like I say, wait until the light comes, open your eyes properly, and then that is when you will be able to see stars. Seeing stars. Right, okay, I got a great I kind of played on here, but somebody sent me a fantastic poem that they wrote the other day, and it was all about lying in a field and looking at the stars, and when you're just like, wow, like wow, it was absolutely beautiful. Once I can publish it, I will. I'll let you hear it. Oh, sorry. So, right, okay, the final card, the Colette Baron Reid card. Yesterday I did call this an Osho card. It's not. It's a Colette Baron Reid card. So this is Regeneration, but it's in the protection position. Now, if we have a look at the numbers, it's 46, so it's 4 and 6, it's 10, it's ends, it's ends, it's something's over. And like I say, it's in the protection position rather than upright here. So when this card shows up, what it's saying is it's presenting you with like an opportunity to see things in like in all dimensions as well. Do you know what I mean? And like I say, when we have the dark, we have to have the light, and we need to take a different perspective on things. Like this card is saying, we need to look at things in a different way, because it is during our darkest times when we gain clarity and we gain strength. And it's time to move on now. And like I say, you have learned a lot, so take these lessons and put them into practice, and do not let fear get in the way, because I really feel this is where the issue is today. So when we get this card as well, what I feel within this card, the first thing that comes out is like, stop holding on to that must die. There is something better for you as well. And this is like a nature cycle that this is showing. When I look at that card as well, it's like these roots don't look very strong compared to what they're holding up there. And I don't know if any of you can notice that as well, but I sort of feel like that's like a bit of a claw. So it's like clinging, trying to, cling on there. But it's sort of like, like the mushroom, the nuclear bomb thing. That's the shape that I get from this. And like I say, this is dark. This is dark here, and it looks quite heavy as well. So this is what I feel is weighing on from you. So this talks about nature's cycle. And the thing is, we can't stop it. We can't stop things, no matter how much we try, no matter how much we cling, no matter how much we try and get things to stay the same. We can't. Nature is a much stronger force than us. And within a cycle, what we have is we have disease. Now, disease is when something gets in and affects something, infects something, So that is when disease is. It's something has been tainted in some way. Then what we get coming after that is decay, So this infection starts to spread, okay? And it gets bigger and bigger, and it actually starts to take over until we then get death, where it's right, okay, something is over, something is ruined, something is no good no more. But then after that, this is when we get regeneration. This is when we get this new vision, and this is when we can start again, So we go through the process, and like I say, we can't stop the process. But, once disease is in, decay is inevitable, and then death is coming, whether you like it or not. Death is not death. Death means ends and then new beginnings, which is this is the regeneration card. Now, what I got in when I first seen this is like, it's no point flogging a dead horse, and it's like, no matter, they showed me a picture of it. It's the first time I've actually thought about that saying in like sort of a visual way. And it's like, it doesn't matter how much you whip that horse. It doesn't matter whether you put food in front of it or whatever. If that horse is dead, it's going nowhere. It's not getting up and it's not going anywhere, So it is pointless. It's pointless putting energy into that. So this card is saying, face the fact of what has died, and do this without fear, because like I say, something that has been there for us, when it suddenly goes, it is scary. But do this without fear and know that this is actually to propel you forward. So this is saying, like, let it go. There's a new birth coming, a new cycle starting, and the more you try and stop it, all you do is this uncomfortableness and this fear that you're in, and this anxiety and this panic, that you are in will just last longer. So it's facing your fears, it's being fearless, it's seeing things in a different light, it's not making decisions based on fear, and it's allowing something that is dead in the water to float away. And this is when this rebirth will come as well, and I really feel the second you decide to do this, I feel you will feel a weight lifted. I feel you will feel that there is light at the end of the tunnel. That's what I'm getting there. Yeah, there's light at the end of the tunnel. So don't go down the tunnel that is dark. Go to the one where the light's shining. Sorry, they're showing me two different tunnels. One of them looks pretty scary. One of them looks like I want to run to the finish line so that I can actually get out of it. Okay, so I hope you like those cards. I do feel there's a very strong message in them. I really, really do. Like I say, we'll look at the moon tomorrow. The moon, whenever we're in a moon phase and a new moon, it is always a time for letting go as well. It's always a very good time for letting go and planting seeds about what we want in the future. But like I say, that's tomorrow, so I will look at that more in depth tomorrow. But please take heed, because I think the warning is very important. with today's message. You know, that is what I feel. And if you're feeling anxiety, you're feeling this horrible feeling in the pit of your stomach, that is because it's telling you not to do something, you know. So just be careful. If anybody would like a reading with me, please get in touch. I do have availability. Get in touch either via my Facebook page or via my website. The links are below. There's new people subscribing all the time. Thank you very much for that. If you haven't already, then please subscribe and you will see you will get notification when a new video comes up. If you like these videos, then please, can you like them? Can you comment? Can you share them with your friends as well? You know, this is about growing the community. I've had quite a lot of new subscribers lately. Instagram is going pretty crazy. There's a lot of people contact me on that, which is all good. So please, you know, can we just spread the love a little bit? And like I say, if you like these, if they resonate, or if you think that this resonates with somebody that you know, please pass it on to them. Okay? Love spreads. That's I just got there. Yeah, love spreads. So we want this, you know, we want these roots to get everywhere, don't we? So we'll have an absolutely fabulous day today. Like I say, a little bit of thinking to do. But if you don't let fear in and you don't let fear scare you, then I feel everything will be all right. You know, drop that resistance to love, because this is what it is, you know, and come from a love base, soul base, rather than an ego base and a fear base. Okay, so have an absolutely fabulous day, and I'll see you tomorrow with the cards of today. Satnam.